Welcome to all of you. I am Jay sir and you are watching English Mantra. So my dear student, as you can see, today we are going to study transformation of sentences. Okay dear? So before starting the chapter, I would like to tell you what is transformation, what is the meaning of transformation and what is the process of transformation and what is the definition of transformation. Okay, so let's see what is the definition of transformation. Okay, so as you can see, I have mentioned the definition of transformation in the yellow color. So let's see what is the transformation. So dear, transformation means to change the grammatical form, of a sentence without changing its meaning. Okay, to change the grammatical form of a sentence without changing its meaning is called transformation. Is that clear? I mean to say, transformation is a process. Transformation is a process in which we change the form of the sentence without changing its sense and meaning. Okay, if the sentence is positive, okay, and when you change the sentence into negative sentence, okay, the sense of the both sentence, positive and negative, must be same. Structure, form should be different, but the meaning of the both sentence should be same. This process is called transformation. Okay, so let's see example to make more clear the definition. So dear, I have mentioned here example, Mohan is an honest policeman. This is a positive sentence. This is a positive sentence or affirmative we can say, and you are asked to change into negative. Okay, you are asked to transform into negative sentence. Which one? Negative sentence. Okay, the teacher asks you that Mohan is an honest policeman, transform the sentence into negative one. So dear, many of you just use not and say, sir, the sentence is negative, like that one. Mohan is not honest policeman. So dear, you have changed the structure of the sentence. You have changed the sentence into negative, but whether the sense of this sentence and the sense of this sentence is equal. So you will find that the meaning of the both sentence is different. So this is not a proper transformation, because transformation says the structure, the form should be changed, but meaning should not change. Okay, so there are many ways to transform a sentence. There are many methods to transform sentences. So we will discuss one by one those methods. Okay, so very first I would like to tell you this one. Suppose that I change the sentence like that one. Here I am changing. Mohan is not a. Okay dear, sorry for disturbance. So dear, we have example that Mohan is an honest policeman. Okay, and when you change the sentence into negative, so some students just put not just after the helping verb. So this method is not correct. This is interchange of sentence. But when you transform a sentence, okay, this sentence is wrong, this method is wrong. because we know that transformation says sense should not be changed, and here we find the sense of the sentence is not same. Here you are saying Mohan is an honest policeman, and here you are saying Mohan is not honest policeman. Same, okay, structure is different, but the meaning is not same. Okay, so that is why this process is completely wrong. So what is the process? I have mentioned here, you can see Mohan is not a dishonest policeman. Now see, I have used not to form the negative. Okay, now see, the meaning of this one and the meaning of this one is same. Here you are saying Mohan is honest policeman, and here I am saying Mohan is not a dishonest policeman. If Mohan is not dishonest, then what is Mohan? Honestly, obviously we can say Mohan is honest policeman if he is not dishonest. Okay, if he is not dishonest, then what is Mohan? Then you will say Mohan is honest. Okay, so I hope you have got the definition and example of the transformation. Okay dear? Okay, so when you will mention the sentence, you will write the sentence just below that one. Okay, so don't write the sentence here. Okay, I have written, but you will not write here. You will mention the sentence just below that one. Okay, so dear, as I have told you, there are many methods to transform a sentence. So very first method we can say removal of adverb to. Okay, removal of adverb to. So we can transform a sentence into negative, okay, by removing adverb to. Okay, so let's see what are the concept, what are the method, okay, by removal of adverb to. So dear student, in this topic we have to study 2 or 3 types. Okay, and the concept is very easy. Okay, so just watch the video carefully. Okay, so dear, I have mentioned here type first. Now see, what is type first? When adverb to, this to is called, we pronunciate this one to, but if you want to the name, then it is called adverb to. Okay, when adverb to and infinitive to, we also read this one to and this one also to, but both are different in parts of speech. This one is known as adverb and this one known as infinitive to. Okay, so when adverb to and infinitive to are used in a sentence, okay, I mean to say when adverb to is followed by infinitive to, then how we transform the sentence. Okay, let's see. So let's see how you can transform a sentence when adverb to and infinitive to are put together. Let's see here. Suppose that very first I have taken an example, and after that I will teach you some short trick. So dear, I have written here a sentence, he is too old to run. So dear, you can see I have used here adverb to, and just after I have used here to. So when adverb to is followed by infinitive to, okay, so you can remove the adverb to, okay, and you are asked to remove adverb to. So very first, let's see, okay, see me, this is the subject. Okay, at the place of subject you will mention the subject. Okay, at the place of helping verb you will mention the helping verb, and at the place of adverb to we change it into so. At the place of adverb to, what you will write? You will write so, and after that you will mention the given adjective. Okay, and at the place of infinitive to, at the place of infinitive to we use that, and we use subject, and we use helping verb either can or could, and then we not. These all things is used at the place of infinitive to. Okay, at the place of infinitive we will write what, then subject, then can or could, and after that not, and after that we mention the verb and other words in the sentence. Okay, so you will follow this structure. So suppose that you are asked to remove this sentence, so how you will remove? Just see, very first you will mention subject. So what is the subject? That is he. So you will write here he. Then helping verb you will mention is. Then at the place of adverb to we write so. Then adjective old, and at the place of to we write that. Subject, so subject is he, so at the place of subject we use the subject given in the sentence, so we will mention he. Then we write can or could. So dear, if the sentence in present tense, then we use can. If the sentence in past tense, then we use could. So is, we know it is used in present tense, so that is why we use here can, and after that we will use not. Then what is the verb? So verb is given here run. Okay, so we will transform the sentence by removing adverb to, so this you will get answer. Okay, he is so old that he cannot run. Okay dear. Okay, I have mentioned one more example for you. You can see, Priya was too poor to buy this book. Okay, Priya was too poor to buy this book. So you can see adverb to followed by infinitive to. So you have to remove adverb to. You have to transform the sentence by removing adverb to. So Jai sir have told you how to remove very well. So at the place of subject, very first write subject. So subject is Priya. So you will mention here Priya. And after that helping verb. So helping verb is was. And after that so. At the place of adverb to so will come. Then we will write adjective poor. And after that at the place of to that, and subject is Priya. So once you have mentioned Priya, so you cannot repeat the noun. So that is why when any noun become the subject, so again we use pronoun of the given noun. So Priya is a female gender, so that is why we use she. And after that helping verb could not buy this book. Okay, now see the tense is given in the past, so that is why here I have used here could. Okay dear, so if the tense is given in the present, so use can, and if the tense is given in the past, so use could. Okay, okay dear. Okay, so I hope you have got type first very well. Now see type second. Okay, when preposition for and objective case of personal pronoun, this should be personal. This should be personal pronoun. Okay, of personal pronoun are used. Suppose that you have a sentence, okay, and the sentence, okay, take preposition for, and just after preposition, okay, we use objective case of personal pronoun, okay, before the, after the adjective. So in that case what you will do? How you will remove the adverb to? Okay dear, so very first I give you 2 minutes to note down these all points, and after that we will discuss type second. Okay, so your time start now. Note. Okay, so I hope you will take a screenshot and note down these all things. Okay, sorry dear. So now see the second type, example. We have a lots of example for you. Suppose that we can say the tree is too high for me to climb. Okay, the tree is too high for me to climb. So dear student, you can see there is use of to, and after that we use infinitive to, and I have told you we have a little bit changing when after the adjective high, this is adjective, when we use preposition for and any objective case of personal pronoun. So me is a objective case of personal pronoun. Okay, so in that case how you will change? So dear, all the concept will be same. Very first write subject, the tree, helping verb is, at the place of adverb to we use so, then we write adjective high. Okay, the tree is so high, then we use that, and here after that at the place of subject this object change into subjective case. So I will mention here I will change into, me will change into I, then again concept same, can not climb. Okay, the tree is so high that I cannot climb. Okay, okay dear, let's see one more example. The shirt is too tight for him to put on, and you are asked to remove adverb to. So you can see adverb to is followed by infinitive to, and just after the adjective we use preposition for and an objective case of personal pronoun. So when you will change into negative, the shirt is at the place of adverb to, so after that adjective tight, and after that we use conjunction that, then we use subject. So at the place of subject what you will mention? This object will change into subject. So what is the subjective case of him? So we know he, then we use can not, what is the remaining? Put on, cannot put on. Okay sir? Okay, so dear, I hope you have got these all points that I have discussed with you. Okay, so if you have any problem you can message me, you can call me. Note down these all examples and concept that I have discussed with you. Okay, so if you have any problem, message me, call me. Till then, watch the video and enjoy. Bye.